Breaking news this morning, a motel standoff finally comes to an end in Goodlettsville. Officers just recently moved in within the last hour to breach the hotel room. News Channel 5 Sophie Nielsen-Colding joins us live from the scene. And Sophie, these were teenagers that they ended up taking into custody.
Right, and police had actually been after the two males. They were wanted out of Goodlettsville for aggravated assault and out of West Nashville for car burglaries. Now, the other two teenage girls who were with them, police are trying to figure out if they actually committed any crimes or if they just happened to be with these two teenage juveniles, although one just recently turned 18, but they had juvenile warrants taken out against them by those two police agencies. They are being questioned right now to see exactly what charges police might pull against them. Police were out with guns for hours this morning, shouting with bullhorns, telling the teens to come out with their hands up. They wanted the best possible outcome for this. This standoff lasted for hours this morning. The hotel had already been evacuated while police were trying to get these teens to come out peacefully, which is eventually what happened. Police say nobody was hurt. They say that they had possibly been in a high-speed chase with Madison precinct officers earlier this morning because the car that those officers were chasing was found parked outside of this hotel as well. Any more that we learned, we'll put on our website, newschannel5.com. Live in Goodlettsville, Sophie Nielsen-Colding, News Channel 5.
Sophie, thanks so much for following this so closely all morning long. Another big story we've been following, a corrections officer is in critical condition this morning after being stabbed and shot by an inmate.
Yeah, this was a huge story that began yesterday at the 100 Oaks Medical Plaza. That mall used to be a mall, and now Vandy has all of their medical offices there. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy is following the deputy's condition. He's over at the University Medical Center where that deputy is recovering. Dan, good morning.
And good morning to you all. Deputies with Robertson County Sheriff's Department, fellow deputies, and the sheriff have been going in and out of the ER really for the past 15 hours or so since one of their own, Deputy Josh Wiley, was brought into the emergency room, and doctors at this hour continue working on him, working to save his life. Last check, in critical condition after he was stabbed with a screwdriver and shot during a scuffle with the inmate. Like you said, happened just after 1 o'clock yesterday over at 100 Oaks. A 37-year-old inmate and convicted bank robber Rodney Cole was brought into Vanderbilt's comprehensive care clinic. At some point, he asked to go to the bathroom. Deputy Wiley escorted him there. That is when and where the attack began. Somehow, this convicted robber got a hold of a screwdriver. We don't know how and we don't know where, but he used that screwdriver against the deputy. Another deputy heard a scream. She went inside, saw Cole on top of the deputy Wiley stabbing him. She pulled out her weapon, that would be Deputy Tamisha Jones, and fired at Cole. Now, at some point, there was a scuffle now between Jones and Cole. He got a hold of her gun. Gunfire was exchanged. It hit both men and killed Cole at the scene. Deputy Wiley received a large police escort here to Vanderbilt Medical Center yesterday by ambulance, where he's remained in critical condition since then. We have calls in to get updates on his condition as many people are continuing to monitor his progress. Reporting live this morning from Vanderbilt, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Dan, thanks so much. It seems like we've been down this road before. In fact, this is the third time this month we have covered cases of inmates attacking deputies. In Coffee County, a man killed himself after shooting two deputies inside the courthouse. Officials say Michael Bell attacked the deputy, grabbed his gun and shot him, then opened fire on another deputy. And earlier this month, a really big case, two inmates in Georgia escaped after police say they overtook and killed two correctional officers who were transporting them on the highway. Authorities arrested those two inmates when they made their way all the way up to Tennessee in Rutherford County. And also in Hickman County, 3 corrections officers were stabbed during a prison riot that happened back in April. Thankfully, they all survived.
And here at News Channel 5, we're closely tracking this story. We're going to bring you the latest details both on air and on newschannel5.com as soon as we get them. For alerts and 24/7 updates, be sure to download the News Channel 5 app. It's free on both Apple and Android devices.
Happening today, the NAACP is holding a town hall pushing for a review board. That meeting calls for a community oversight board here in Nashville to look at and address police accountability. The NAACP wants the review board to be funded and have investigative power, something the police force has backed away from in recent years. That meeting is tonight from 6 until 8 at the Gordon Memorial United Methodist Church. All right, we're also learning more now about an explosion at a dorm at Murray State University.
First responders and KSP rushed to the scene in Callaway County yesterday. Take a look at this video. Walls on one side of the entire first floor of the building were just blown off by the impact. Thankfully, the dorm wasn't occupied. It is summer break right now, but a maintenance worker was hurt in the blast. We're told 26-year-old Dakota Fields is stable this morning. The county's emergency management director tells us they think a gas leak is to blame, but state police are still investigating. Tonight at 10, an exclusive News Channel 5 investigation raising serious questions about the safety of drinking water in metro schools. This comes just days after the district released a statement boasting about all it had done to eliminate lead from the district's water. But our investigation discovered that the problem may be worse than the school system's report suggests. What we discovered has a local pediatrician concerned for the safety of the children.
I'm probably going to recommend that the parents look up this report as soon as it becomes available, and I'm also going to recommend that perhaps we're going to be writing a lot of notes for the kids to bring their own bottled water from home.
Wow, well, it's an investigation every family should see. It's tonight on News Channel 5, running at our 10 o'clock newscast.
Rebecca, Nashville is working to bring yet another pro sports team to Music City, and Major League Soccer's commissioner will be touring our city very soon for himself. Don Garber plans to visit Nashville next month during the Gold Cup match between the U.S. men's national team and Panama, to be held right there in Nissan Stadium. So everybody needs to go and show the commissioner that we are all about soccer. It's not certain exactly why he's going to be here, but we do know he is expected to meet with those pushing for Nashville's bid for an MLS team. There are currently 12 cities vying for the 4 expansion team slots. We hope we're one of them. Happening right now, tickets are still available for a special train service on the 4th of July for the Music City Star. That train will leave Lebanon over in Wilson County at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, arriving downtown around 5. You can enjoy all the festivities, including the Nashville Symphony and Chris Young concerts, and of course the fireworks. And then the train will leave the Riverfront Station about 45 minutes after the fireworks are over, heading back to Wilson County.
And Donaldson and Hermitage also along that route, so that's really good for folks who live on the east side. Well, if you don't want to wait until Independence Day to see fireworks, you can actually see a fireworks show tonight, and it's indoors. Cornerstone at Nashville will kick off its indoor fireworks and laser light show this evening. The show runs through July 2nd. Thousands are expected to watch the free show with fireworks, a huge balloon drop, and state-of-the-art laser show. Both tonight and tomorrow, the show starts at 7. Saturday, it begins at 5. Sunday, it's at 10 a.m. And if you plan to hit the road for the holiday, you will not be alone. We hope this isn't what you encounter, but it could be. AAA estimates a record number of Americans will travel for the holiday. That's a whopping 44.2 million people nationwide, 872,000 of those right here in Tennessee.
Wow.
That's 1.3 million more people than we had traveling for the holiday last year. So just remember, top off your tank today or tomorrow. Of course, the gas tax hike goes into effect on Saturday.